What's up? Got a CMB made knives. This is the Predator. Yeah, there it is, Predator. CMB 08LW. It's got green micarta and a 14C 28N blade. Come on, let's get it up out of there. I've been messing with my little bone knife here lately. Pretty cool. I like cool. I do think I am gonna put a hand finish on those blades. It's gonna be one of my play toys. I'm gonna mess with it. What else is in here? Is there stuff in here? There's a sticker and a pamphlet, I guess. Is that a catalog? Nope, just a thank you, and it says don't touch the sharp parts. You know, it's the same as saying don't eat the big white thing in the urinal, in my opinion. All right. All right. Look at this thing, man. Wow. I already know why I got it. Just looking at it, it reminds me of some knives that I really like. That micarta, woo, that is old fatigue material right there. Very nice. Cotton, linen. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The black, the micarta, the stonewash 14C, the black thumb studs, the black hardware, the stonewash pocket clip, recessed. It's got crown screws. They're not recessed, but still, I think it's going to run really well. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's about as smooth as it could possibly be. Wonderful. Let's try the Spidey flick. Yep. Nice. Oh, yeah. Very solid. Wonderful power grip right here. Thumb. It's a little tight, but definitely doable. Almost runs up off of gravity. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of coaxing. Wow, is this thing nice. Center blade, steel liners. They look stonewashed. And then I believe the same micarta for the backspacer. Very, very cool. Well, let's get up in it. Come on, man. Let's take a look in there. I mean, there isn't anything telling me that I need to tune this knife or do something to it, but you know how it is. I'm going to get in here and get a good look at it. T6s, I think, the rest of the way. You got the pivot is a T8, and then T6 on the scale screw, and then I believe one of these is going to help lock down as well. Maybe both. Let's take them both. Yeah, it came loose. I think it's the front screw. It looks like both. Yeah, they're both holding down. Well, the front screw is into the scale. The back screw is through a spacer. Wow. So it's adjustable, and it's on the loosest setting right now. And I thought it was a little tight. So very interesting. I'm gonna pull this one and look at this side, because I believe I can pull this and the knife stay intact. Doesn't have internal screws, but I mean, with the exception of the pivot, I think I can create some space here. Oh, that's not gonna go. Yep. It's spinning. I want to see where the other side is set on the spring. And I can't see. It doesn't stick through enough to tell me. Well, I'm going to take it apart. You know what? I like taking knives apart, so I'm going to take this one apart. Come on, get off there. Where we go? Oh, that pivot feels locked in that scale. And if I can't get that pivot out, I'm not going to be able to take this knife apart. So we got to get it out. Oh, yeah. Man, is that tight. Let's try closing the blade. See if we can't change the tension on that. Nope. All right, well, I'm going to protect it, and then I'm going to tap it. I'm going to tap it with this. But I want to put something under it. I'm going to use my Knipex. I'm going to put that pivot in between, and so the rubber on the grips will protect the other side of the knife. All right, let's tap it. There it went. Ooh, that was in there tight. I don't think we're going to need that anymore, but I'm going to wait to put it away. There it comes. Got pieces and parts flying everywhere. I need to get the scale off, but that's pivoting on me. See if I can get enough pressure down on that so that I can crack that loose. I'm going to say no, that I cannot. Nope. It was in the back hole as well. So I can't imagine what the tight setting's like, because that was fairly stiff. I should be able to get that out now, and this scale can come. And then I could take this off, but I mean, at this point, I don't see any reason to. It's not oily, it's not dirty. There's really nothing for me to wipe down in here. I think I'm going to lube it when I put it back together. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put this this other screw back in this side here. The 2 pocket clip screws. The long screw should be that screw. Yep. All right. Well, let's put it back together. I think I'm going to put a little tension on this pocket clip since I got it out here. You know, tension never hurts on a pocket clip. That's what I say. There we go. Looks like plenty. All right, let's put it back together. Let's do a little reassembly. And it's completely dry in here. Actually, I think, I don't know why, but I didn't wipe anything down, but I think I'm gonna. Could be dust, who knows. I also want to, well, shoot. Yep, that was not good. Because I gotta install the spring in here before I put that on. So I gotta take that back off. Who saw that? Anybody? If you saw that, raise your hand. Well, why didn't you say something? No. All right. Calm down, man. Tomfoolery. All right. Well, gotta put it on there right. Let's try take 2. All right. Well, let's put this other barrel spacer back in. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You gotta trust the process, right? I think we're fine. All right. Well, this one's going to be a challenge, and the main reason is because the stop pin does not go through the liner. Doesn't go through. So that means that I have to press. I got to get everything lined up in here while it's all put together. So it can be done. It has to be able to be done because they had it together. I'll clean these bearings off real quick. All right. Let's wipe that blade off. Yeah, it had a coating. I'm gonna say grease that was black. Now it's gone. All right, little bit of lube stuff. All right, well, let's see if we can't get this on. I'm not promising nothing. Kind of fell apart there, didn't we? We'll come in from the other side. Let's come in this way. What do you think? Did I do it? I think I might have. Well, hold on. Parallel universe, man. Yeah, something happened on the way to the forum. Yep. Yeah, I mean, so listen, this knife reminds me of the Asher knife. And I wouldn't be surprised if CMB wasn't the OEM for those knives. Now, I don't know that they are, but it's so similar. And so I had to get down on this knife and purplefy it. Yeah, backspacer, scales, that black hardware, that gray stonewashed 14C blade with the black studs. This knife needed to be purple. Yeah, and so now it is. Yeah, the action on this thing. Whew. I could tell you this. Let me throw this in there. Disassembly is for anybody. Reassembly of this CMB knife, this Predator, it is not for everybody. I mean, I punted, I three and outed on this knife, and that's how it ended up purple. I mean, I three and out, three and out, three and out, and finally it was apart, and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to dye this thing purple and take a break from trying to put it back together. Yeah, this one's not for the faint at heart, man. Um, just the way that the springs are located, it it one would pop out, then the other one would pop out, and then the other one would pop out. I mean, it was just a back and forth fiasco the whole time. And so finally, we're good. Golly, yeah, it was a struggle, man. But yeah, pretty solid. The action on this thing, I mean, I'm gonna call it an A minus. You know, it's really good. It's drop shut. You can run it with one finger. Both fingers is a dream. But yeah, this thing, the action's just the thumb flick, the spidey flick. It's all really good. The ergonomics on this knife, I mean, it's got that standard grip that's just, I mean, it's just dreamy in hand. You can kind of choke up in here if you want to get up in there. Um, Reverse grip, solid as they come. And that's both of them. You can get this back here like this too, which creates this wonderful capped off power grip right there. Yep. Let's check the pocket clip. I did put a little tension on that clip, if you remember. So it should be revealing that at this point. Yeah, super tension on there. Deep carry, the knife disappears. That hole facilitates getting it out of the pocket. On standard jean size material, it's just as tight. It's a drier clip for sure. This thing would survive tumble, toss, roll down a hill. And when I got to the bottom, I'd reach back. My knife would be right there. Yeah, wonderful. Got some lint. There we go. Yeah, and this purple on there. Man, the knife was made for purple. Let's check it for safety. Make sure we don't have any blade contact. Yeah, there's none there, and the tip is recessed. So the clip is awesome, tip's good, and I can handle this knife any way I want, and I don't run the risk of cutting myself on that sharp edge. Let's make sure it's sharp. I called it sharp. I don't know that it's sharp. Here's a piece of paper. Come here. All right. It sure looks sharp. Big, tall, flat grind. Yeah, it's plenty sharp. Yeah, buddy. All right. CMB Predator. Let's get a price on this thing. What's something like this run? It's a beauty. It's awful pretty now. Yeah, I'm guessing that this is going to be right around $60. 14C, micarta. Of course, this one's been purplified, but that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a bonus. Yeah, about $60 be my guess. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching CMB Predator. And man, does it look like an Asher or what? I dig it. Beautiful knife. Very pretty now, and yeah. All right. Hey, appreciate y'all watching.